Hey, Davenport here again for video number 3. Hey, real quick, let's talk about how to take a PDF document that you have and make it editable so that your students can type into it. Let's see where we can add some drop downs and give them multiple choice options, things like that, okay? This is an assignment right here that my students completed this week. They have a geometry chapter 3 test tomorrow and Friday for different periods. So Monday and Tuesday this week, one thing that we did was we walked through and kind of reviewed chapter 3, okay? You'll notice that there's fields in here where they can just type in. There's also some that are drop downs for multiple choice. Here name the angle pair relationship. Look, there's drop downs here. They can select them. I've got all kinds of things built in throughout this. A lot of them are just multiple choice. I don't want to make it too difficult for them. When it comes to graphing, one thing that I've learned is it's just, even though they can use their touchscreen Chromebooks and they can draw and annotate on it, it's still hard for them. So here I just graphed for them, and they just had to pick which color line that matched the equation that we're building. Okay, so how do I take a regular PDF document and add all these things to it? That's what we want to do real quick. If you're like me, you've got a lot of, let's just call them worksheets. Can we just call them that? Worksheets from the courses that you teach. Often what I do is I will make something in Microsoft Word, and then I will save it as a PDF, and then I'll upload that PDF to a certain website where I can add all of these things into it, okay? So let's see, my students are taking a chapter 3 test tomorrow and Friday. That means that they're going to be starting chapter 4 next week, and I'm going to need to take a worksheet that we would typically do for maybe lesson 1 of chapter 4, and I need to make it editable so that they can do it in this online world. So let me go and find it. Geometry, fall semester, chapter 4, PDFs, assignments. All right, so let's say I want to give them this blank assignment right here. 4.1, classifying triangles. It's not editable right now. This is something that I would normally just print out and we would work through in class. But now I want to add these drag and drop fields to it, okay? So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go to, this is a website I use a lot. I even have it pinned here. It's called PDF Escape. This is the website that I use to make these editable PDFs. Like a lot of things, I think you can pay for different subscriptions to it to get different features. I just use the free one. I'm just gonna sign in real quick using Google. Hold on, give me a second. I made an account. It's a free account, and you can log in, and it saves all this stuff. So I can click on recent, and it will show the most recent document that I did. Right. So I want to upload a new PDF to the website. And you can see there's different options here. You can create one from scratch. I've honestly never tried any of these other ones. I just want to take that lesson 1 from chapter 4 PDF. I want to upload it here. All right, let me go find it. It was in geometry, fall semester, chapter 4, PDFs, PDF assignments, and this one right here. I was going to pull it up. And you just need to go and play with this. There's all kinds of different things you can do to it. If I want to insert a text field, maybe I don't like something and I just want to like wipe something out. There's all things you can do. The most common ones, oh, and by the way, you can go annotate, you can add sticky notes to it, you can highlight certain things. If I want to highlight this set of instructions right there. Oops, I don't want that one. Hey, stop it. Pressing buttons here. Okay, maybe I want to take this right here, and I want to stop it. Hold on a second. Oh, click here to stable. That's what I want. I can change the color that it's highlighted. Different things. There's all kinds of different things you can do with this. It's a pretty neat little website. Here's the things that I use most often. form field is really what I use most often. Oh, by the way, you can add text to it. If you want to add instructions, you can do that. Okay, so you're just adding on to this PDF. But again, here's what I use most often, the form field. There's all different types of form fields that you can add. So maybe I want to add a text field right here. This would be great for like essay questions. And you can customize the size of it and the location of it. And then now they can come in and they can type their name. You can change whether it's bold or not, or italicized. You can change the font and that they would type in all kinds of good stuff. Change the color so that whenever they would come in to edit this and they start typing there, it would appear in whatever color you'd chosen. All right, so typically I just stay pretty simple. I would go to form field. I would make a text or text paragraph. I think really the difference is if you want them to type just a short amount, use text. Well, paragraph. So I guess if you want them to type more, then use that one. They're pretty much the same. So I'm going to add this right here. And I'll add as many of these as I want. Let's say I don't want them to type in answers here. Let's say I just want to give a multiple choice. Look at classify each triangle as acute, equiangular, obtuse, or right. Okay, so I want to get rid of the, oops. I want to get rid of this right here. All right, so I'm going to go to form fields, and I'm going to add, let's do a drop down. I'm going to add it right here, and you can kind of change its size. I don't really need it very big, so something like that. And then I'm going to right click on it, and I want object properties. Oops, click on it again. Object properties. Again, you're just gonna have to play with this website. There's a lot of things you can do to it. It's really pretty user-friendly. I could make it a required field so that it really stands out. It will be highlighted in red so that they can really see it. And then here's my options. Remember it said classify each triangle as acute. I don't remember what the different ones were. I think one was equiangular. Did I even spell that right? Obtuse, right? I don't know. You just hit enter, and when it goes down to a new line, you click OK. Now they will be able to choose those options. And I do this for a lot of my assignments because we already have our curriculum, right? We already have a lot of our materials for class. We've taught these classes before. I don't need to recreate the wheel here. I just need to take the stuff that I normally use, and I want to make it a little bit more online school friendly. So I can do this all throughout this. I don't know what else can I show you. Duplicate, delete. You can even, I like this. You can even, if this is a PDF that has multiple pages to it, you can even come here to page and you can delete, you can select the different pages, you can delete ones, you can append, which means you can add another PDF in and it will mold the two PDFs into one document just on different pages. A lot of interesting things you can do. I've made PDF Escape one of my friends, and I use it for a lot of my classes, right? You're going to end up saving this. Let's see. This will save it into the website. That's why you've created an account. If I save this document and then I were to leave the website and then come back later and go back to the website, this time I want to load one that I previously worked on, and there it is. And it'll let me just pick up right where I left off, okay? Or if I'm finished with it and I'm ready to download it, then I'm gonna go ahead and download it as a PDF, save it back to my computer, and then I can upload that into Canvas, okay? Come on now. Great. You'll rename it and save it wherever you want to on your computer. And then you just go back into Canvas and you upload it, right? I would go into, let's do that real quick. This time I'm going to make an assignment, I guess, a new assignment. And this will end up being homework 4.1. Okay. And I would go in and I'm going to edit it. We've talked about uploading videos. We've talked about uploading screenshots or images. Now I'm going to upload a document. Okay. All right. Here's this one, upload a document. I don't know where I saved it. But you would find it in here and you would just click open, and the same process that we went through earlier, you would come down here and you would save it. And now you've uploaded an editable PDF for your students. Okay, and I could go and as I wrap up this little video here, I can pull up an assignment from another, I don't know. This is what I posted for that chapter 3 review. And keep in mind, I taught this. So originally, I just had a link posted where they could download the document. But after class, after I had that class, I recorded me teaching it, and I went back in, and we spent a lot of time. I had a lot of students asking questions. I just let the camera roll. So this is a much longer video than normal. But here's that document. They would click it. They would download it. Let's just download this to my desktop. And students would open it back up. They would fill it all in. They would submit it. Here's how you would submit. I forgot, a couple people have asked me that as well. I need to go to a student's view of this, not a teacher view. So this is what the students would see, right? Let me go find that. I didn't plan on doing all this, but I think it's a good idea while I've got you. Okay, so students would click on that. They would click on the link to download it just like we did, like this, and they would fill it all out. When they're done, they would click this. It would download their edits, and then they're going to come here and they're going to upload their assignment. They're going to click Submit Assignment, choose the file that they want to submit. They find the file that they want to submit. All right, what if it's just this one? And they click Submit. And I love that when it comes to me, I can just pull it right up. I even use my phone to grade a lot. I can pull up those editable PDFs. I've got the Canvas app on my phone, and I could be sitting in the living room watching TV, and I can grade off my phone. It's really a great setup once you learn some of these things. But for those that keep asking me about how I create those editable PDFs, I hope this helps. Have a great day. Alt-R to stop recording.